Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, 37 yards. And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Finding room at midfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Tunyon. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Packers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-17.
Chargers 21, Packers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
Again, Elbert, I got to get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He'll get this to Lazard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 1 play, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Down inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 37 yards.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Herbert going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 62 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is a real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert steps away to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score, Chargers 49, Packers 46.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Up the middle with Eckler, and he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.